Hey everybody, welcome back to some Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on the channel. It's been a hot second since I have done a video in this series, and that's because the first 6 were pretty gosh darn boring. They were like 20 to 30 minutes long, live commentary, and just no one really watched them because they weren't very good. So I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit. They're going to be roughly about 10 minutes long now, and be doing some post-commentary, hopefully making them a bit more entertaining. I start off by customizing my lightsaber to flex on you peasants because I've got the premium edition of this game, although I do prefer the blue lightsaber over the orange. I'm also going to customize BD1, flexing on you guys yet again using some more premium content by painting him red to match my cloak. We fly over to the planet of Zepho yet again because we've got a statue apparently that we're going to want to look at today. I'm not quite sure why, because I don't really remember a lot of the story that's been going on because it's been several months since I've played, but you know what? I'll just trust whatever they have me to do. I very quickly run into some opposition. There's some stormtroopers just chilling in here. I didn't even have to fight them. I ran right past them at first, but you know what? I said I'm never going to back down from a potential fight, and so that's what I do. I go and I fight this droid from Rogue One, get the best of him here, and then I deflect the lasers back at these troopers. I then forget that I can slow things down by using the Force and try several attempts at jumping through this without using the Force, which proves to be pretty deadly for myself. They say third try's the charm, but for me it definitely was not. It was actually the fourth try that I finally remembered to slow it down. I successfully do that and then quickly fall off the edge. Luckily, I get to the end of this ice path here just to try to deflect a rocket blast with my lightsaber. The rust is really showing. I try to jump up on here, forget how to do so, but it kind of just worked out in my favor as that idiot stormtrooper blew himself up. There's another trooper down here who wants to fight, and you know what? I won't back down from a fight. I take him down. I'm then faced with this ram here who's charging at me. Luckily, I do remember that the B button is to dodge, so I do that a few times here, but this dodge ram was not having any of that, and he takes me down. I'm back for my revenge, though. As I said, I'm not going to back down from any fight. I'm going to get my revenge on anything that kills me, and I kill it right back, and he's not going to have a chance to respawn. I then meet these two troopers who are taking on one of the local residents here, killing him, and then I'm like, hey, that's not cool, you shouldn't kill him, but unfortunately they were like, hey, that's not cool, you shouldn't try to kill us, and they take me down. But yet again, I am back for my revenge here, and that is exactly what I'm going to get, taking them down there. Nobody kills me twice. Meeting some more stormtroopers on the way. Now, these guys are just everywhere. They're very rude if you're going to be honest about it. Like, at least give me a chance to, like, fight first or something. Like, golly, just because I have a lightsaber doesn't mean I'm a Jedi. That's kind of racist, isn't it? That's a little, that's kind of that's a little stereotypical of them to do that. Stereotyping is not okay. Luckily, I do take down all of these troopers. No problem for me. They only did a little bit of damage, and I open up this path to further continue my mission. I update some stuff on BD1. Not only does he have the fancy paint job, I gave him some upgrades now. He can shock some doors and slice them and whatnot. Here he does that with the probably worst path the Empire has ever made, as unless your name is Cal Cassius, you can't really use it. I run into a group full of stormtroopers, push that R2 unit into a stormtrooper, which is very hot as I get an achievement there, and I take down the rest of these stormtroopers basically just by deflecting their laser blasts back into them. Hanging off the edge of this platform here, I jump up and I fight this ogre who took down a couple of stormtroopers for me. You know, if I'm going to have somebody else do the dirty work for me, I'll let them do that and I'll come in and do the cleanup job. Normally people don't like the cleanup crew in games and whatnot, but you know what? I like it, especially if I'm the one doing the cleanup. I do kill the ogre, cutting off his arm and stabbing him in the tummy, and he's not feeling so good anymore. I'm then met by a purge trooper here, though. He doesn't even have much of a weapon, or at least to hit me with, but he does have a gun. He shoots me and shocks me here. Not very nice of him, as I'm getting kind of low on my health here. He hits me a couple more times. I back right up into another little shock thingy, but luckily I live to see another day. There's also this nice little clone trooper memorial here, which I thought was very cool, but was unrelated to the story. I face yet another ogre here. He's not very happy about that, though. I guess maybe it's not very nice just to sneak up on people and to kill them. But then again, he's just an ogre. He's not a person. He is almost getting the best of me here, though. But luckily, I am able to turn the tables, cut off his arm as I did to his brother earlier, and I remain undefeated against these things. Unfortunately, my undefeated streak is not going to stay around forever as I face one of these ogres on steroids here. They call it a rabid Jedi. I call it an ogre on steroids. You know, you can call it whatever you want. That's what I generally do playing this game. I think I might have a little bit of a chance as I've gotten his health down, but I'm really underestimating his power. With just 3 fell swoops from his arms, he takes me down. I'm back for my revenge, though, as I never back down from a fight. Unfortunately, he hits me. It only takes 2 hits this time for him to bring me down. 3rd time's the charm, that's what they say. And you know what? This time I feel like backing down from a fight, running through this tunnel here, hoping that it's actually going to take me to my desired destination to complete the mission. Just to find out, though, that the tunnel leads to nowhere. It's a dead end. So that means I'm going to have to go back and fight that ogre on steroids. I start off by teasing him from the door because apparently he can't fit in this tunnel in here, but eventually I gotta fight him. It's either that or try to get out and kill him. I figured I'm not going to have much of a chance though, and obviously I don't, as he kills me for the 3rd time. I feel like not fighting him anymore. I see another one of these ogres though, and I wait for him to kind of come around. He comes around much faster than I thought he would though. Scares the crap out of me. Thank goodness these things cannot swim at all, though, as he just ends up drowning himself, it appears. Here, then, I pause my game, thinking that I stopped my recording, but instead, I end up recording my pause menu for about an hour and a half. That's always fun to do. An hour and a half later, now I'm fighting more of these Rogue One droids. We got 2 of them in the house here, as well as a stormtrooper with a machine gun and a little shield to stop me from bouncing them back at them. They've been watching film, haven't they? I do take him down with my lightsaber, though, as apparently his shield cannot stop my lightsaber, and I then take out these Rogue One droids. I have no idea what they're called, or I probably do have an idea, I just don't remember. Luckily, I take them out. They are pretty big and mean, but at least they're pretty slow and stupid. I then update BD1 a little bit more, giving him some more fancy upgrades and whatnot here, as now he can go up zip lines as I am about to demonstrate. Look how fun this is, just going right up at these. I'm then met with another Purge Trooper here. I've already taken out one of these today, but this time it's a little bit more scary as he gets me down pretty low. Luckily, I do get a health stem there to help me. He almost gets me down all the way yet again, but I do take him down. I'm then met with a very unexpected boss battle against the second sister Inquisitor, who's apparently been stalking me. Not very nice of her. That's actually kind of creepy. Apparently she knows my name and what I'm all about there. And you know what? That's kind of creepy and not cool, bro. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to try to take you down. Unfortunately, trying to take her down doesn't go as smoothly as I thought it might at first, as she ends up taking me down. Obviously, I come back for my revenge, because what else would I do? I can't continue the mission unless I defeat her. Unfortunately, I get defeated yet again. Thank goodness they give you little tips on these respawn menus, though, and I'm going to use the targeting feature now so I can actually see where she is at all times. The feature ends up being quite helpful, actually. I don't know why I haven't been using it in the first place, other than I just forget, and I like making these games harder than they have to be for myself. I swing around my lightsaber as the rust is still very much showing here, just kind of swinging it through the air, and then she starts cheating and uses the Force and throws me up in the air. Not sure why she didn't do that at first, but all at the same time, kind of just being a poor sport, like, dude, I can't do that, why are you doing that? BD1 luckily saves my butt here, though, putting up this laser wall that stops her from ultimately probably killing me for a 3rd or 4th time. And then I learned her identity. She turns out to actually be Shier's former apprentice, Trilla, which is quite interesting to see Shier, the lady that we have been traveling with throughout this game. Apparently, Shier is a bad guy, or at least that's what Trilla is telling me, the second sister here. But you know what? I'm not buying any of that slander against Shier, even though it does sound kind of convincing. She sounds like she might be bad, but you know what? This lady here is bad. Why should I believe what she has to say about my good guy, master?
You have no right to mention his name.
And that's going to be a wrap now for this video. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this new style. Hopefully I'm going to get better at it. I realize my commentary especially is a little bit maybe rusty or whatnot, not the best. But hopefully it will get better the more I do this, especially if you guys enjoy it. Please leave a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you're not already. Well, this has been Jeffrey. Thank you all for watching yet again. And this is me there yet again, reminding you to stay moist.